Is Capricorn and Cancer in here? Just nod your head. You don't have to confess. Okay. This is the midheaven of the zodiac or the circle. And this is the highest point on the chart. Okay. Now, on the map, this is north. On the chart, this is south. Okay, now how does that get to be south? Well, if you pick the chart up like this and turn it up like this, then you'll see that you're looking up in the heavens this way when you're looking at a chart. Okay? When you look at a map, you're looking at the map coming off the wall, laid down on the floor. So north would be that way, okay? So you're looking at two different things when you look at the horoscope chart, okay? To get an orientation, which is about what navigation is, and that's your other ethnocentric title, your navigators. And don't think you ain't got a ship to navigate. That body you got is your ship. And you got to get it from point A to point win, or V, victory. Because you came down here to win, not to have a bad experience and to let somebody blow a hole in the back of your head while you're on your way to the 7-Eleven to get a Pepsi-Cola and wake up. Damn, how'd I get up here? Yeah, okay. In other words, let there be no accidents in your life. Know what you're doing is how you avoid what are called accidents. There aren't any, because we're talking about cause-effect relationship to everything that goes on here. Do read Ecclesiastes 1 through 10. There's a time and a season, a purpose unto everything under heaven. Everything. There's a time and a season. I'm supposed to read that monotonously out at each class to point that home about the law that governs the universe. As above, so below. As within, so without. As without, so within. So if you're wondering why your stomach hurts, check and see what you're thinking. As above, so below. Okay? If you're wondering why you got a headache, check your thinking. That's not bad food. The only way you get bad food in your mouth is you're thinking bad thoughts. You eat dead food because you're thinking, okay. Mind and law. Every black man, woman, and child needs to know the laws that govern human behavior and divine behavior. If you wonder why you can't get an answer to your prayer, you might be blocking it yourself. And something that I haven't seen in a metaphysical book called Self-Sabotage, where we've learned how to be poor and we forgot that we were convinced it is holy to be poor. It is good to be poor and have the Holy Ghost. And we forget it. Except we don't forget it. We bury it in the subconscious and it still functions. And it keeps us on this roller coaster of get a little bit, spend it all. Get a little bit, spend it all. And you could have, I didn't do it. That's back here. Keeps cutting your stuff off. You know? Because you really don't have a prosperity consciousness. Okay? That's a strange thing to say to black folks. Many of our people don't feel worthy of prosperity. It's not about Jesus. Jesus got his riches, honor, and his glory. That verse is about you. You are supposed to get riches, honor, and glory down here. You don't need no gold up there. Well, maybe you do if you go on an astral plane. Yes, you do. Get some while you're down here. Okay. This is where you want to prosper. Money is floating everywhere. All you need is 3 numbers for one thing, or one good idea, like a safety pin, or a pair of earrings, or like the one sister, remember sister brought the cloth and wire hat in here, could fold it 15 different ways. This is a basic holiness sister. You know, one good idea. And it's all right to be rich. It's all right not to go to work. You see, it's all right to wake up Monday and say, I'm going to Egypt, Africa, France, or Paris Tuesday, and I'll be back in time for dinner. It's all right. This is your planet, you see. The white boy doing it, and there's a lot of black folks doing it as well. We ain't got no big sheet of how many millionaires there are in black America and what their name and age is. It's more than one page, I tell you that. Okay. The universe, it has something to give you. You can't earn it. You can't work for it. You have to receive it. But you have to have a consciousness where you can see. You can, right, where you can see it to receive it. Whatever the mind conceives and believes, the mind will achieve. Not can. He should have put will achieve. Whatever the mind conceives. The mind is not concerned with good and bad, rich and poor, soft and hard, pleasure and pain. That isn't its concern. It's concerned with how the law moves. That's all. Nothing personal. If you sit there and say, I ain't gonna make no money, I ain't gonna get no, all right, oh Lord of the earth, you're getting what you're asking for. Understand the subtlety of that. You know, black folks pray. See, if prayer worked for black folks, they pray to right. We'd have so much stuff over in our neighborhood, the white boy would have to come and knock on our door for some help. Because we spend a lot of time praying. But we may not be praying aright. You know? Oh, Lord, help me. Oh, Jesus, I went in one church, and folks, the first time I've been scared in a black church. Then they go screaming and hollering and shouting. I thought somebody was shooting them. You know? And the energy was wrong, you know. There was no Holy Spirit moving them. They didn't know how to pray, you know. And the problem is, 5 minutes on your knees of prayer does not make. When you stand up and start moving and what you're thinking between the time you get up and the time you go to bed, those are your prayers. And if you're thinking you can't, you won't have, you're going to lose, I wonder if, oh, somebody going to steal my shit, somebody going to break in my... You're creating your drama. You might as well carry that one on to Channel 6 for a soap opera, because that's a good one. I knew it. I knew they was going to break in my house. I knew it. You know, and you set it up. Understand that. You forget these mental things, gymnastics we do, and then we drop it. But if your mind conceived it, it's going to give birth to it. Okay? I'm not talking about thoughts that just go flash through your mind. When you stand there and you see all this, ooh, honey, I just saw somebody cutting off my head. Oh, shit, look out. Look out. Okay? Watch out what you see in your own mind. You really are the master of your fate. You truly are the captain of your soul. And you have to know that to do that. That ain't belief, that's knowing. See? So if you don't want a bad experience, don't think a bad experience. If you want prosperity, you want riches, honor, and glory, think it. Thinking maketh it so. Okay? There's no truer knowledge available to black folks than that. Because we do enough talking to change the polarity of planet Earth. Yeah, but we ain't talking about nothing. You know? What's wrong? Oh, we're talking about nothing. Okay. Each sign has a polarity. This line represents polarity. The extreme of center is polarity. The opposite of Capricorn is Cancer. On the 0 degree of the horizon is Aries. Aries' opposite is, any Aries in here? What's your opposite? Libra. It's the opposite of Aries. This is earth, water, compatible. This is fire and air, compatible. These are the 4 cardinal points of the zodiac. Okay? They are fixed and the major focal point of the circle, or they're called cardinal. Okay? This is where we are today, supposed to be anyway. Taurus. We got Taurus in here? Okay, what's the opposite of Taurus? Scorpio. Earth and water. Polarity, the extreme of. The primal cause of all elements in existence is neither fire, earth, or water. It is motion. The power behind the throne of all matter, mater, mother, is motion. And we don't seem to know where it starts. That's the invisible supreme consciousness that we cannot put into persona. And we can't find supreme consciousness standing over there, standing over there. It's everywhere. It is behind the mind and behind the light. There's something more for you to achieve than light. That's your spiritual journey. You traverse the 12 signs of the physical, then you traverse the 12 signs of the mental and the 12 signs of the spiritual. We are 3 variations, not 3 different things. This is spirit I'm knocking on. We breathe air, fire, earth, and water. We breathe energy. We live by energy. Everything is energy. There's no difference. Only to those who cannot make a difference. Then there's a difference between solid and liquid, visible and invisible. But to those who are initiated into the knowledge of self, when I say self, I mean all 3, man, God, and the universe. That is self. Okay? That's what you're studying. That's what you're in search of. Okay. Gemini. Is there Gemini in here? What's the opposite of Gemini? Sagittarius. Now, I want you all to know these. Now, I was supposed to just pop these out at y'all this week, so they probably didn't study the reason why they didn't show up. Ask you one sign and you tell me the opposite. You're supposed to know this. Okay? This should be for black folks common knowledge. See? So when you go home and you look, well, look at that. You see this pair of big eyebrows between your little boy or little girl's eyes and nose. That's Aries, wherever he or she is. Okay? And when you see that short neck and them knees turn in, that broad nose and them slanted eyes, that's the bull, no matter wherever he or she is. Those are aspects of characteristics in any ethnic group. Of course, we look at Orientals and, damn, they all look alike. You know? Well, that isn't true. When you really look with some knowledge, you'll notice these unique distinctions. And that's all there is to these 12 patterns, these unique distinctions. Every one of us have or will meet, see, run into somebody that looks like them. There's a brother come on Channel 11. I could not believe this brother. I don't know if y'all saw it. It's a commercial where he picks up this little baby and he's kissing it and they're saying, at the speed of light. This brother looks so much like me, it baffled me. You know, he's here in Atlanta somewhere. You know, gray beard, you know, head shaped the same. He had a 3/4 profile. And I had to do this. I said, damn, well, I ain't picked up and kissed no baby on TV, you know. But the brother looked just very much like, not just like me, very much like me, you know. You know? And I look like my daddy, you know. I mean, I was washing my face one morning about 10, 12 years ago and picked up my raggedy looking. I did like that because I thought it was him. But he's light-skinned, you know, lighter than you are, with gray eyes. You know? So I know I got to wave at some white lady some damn where, sometime. But that's where we are in this conglomerate of substance in patterns, in behavior, in goals, in rates of speed, in vibration, in degrees of growth, development, and experience. We're here for an experience. The experience is to become G-O-D. That's what the experience is for, not just to have a lot of fun. I mean, Michael can, both of the Michaels can have all the fun they want. That's all they're doing. But they can select to go higher. Right now, both of them ain't nothing but boys. They're doing boy things. One of them might be doing something really boyish. I don't know. I won't say because I don't know. I'm not going to accuse the brother of that. But let it be known that we're here for higher, all of us are here for higher purposes. Going in reverse now, Aries, because this is the beginning of the circle. This is the last sign of the circle, which is Pisces. We got any Pisceans in here? The opposite of Pisces is, anybody know? Virgo. Water, earth, polarity, in harmony. Okay. Going in reverse. Aquarius. Anybody know the opposite of Aquarius? Who? Right. Very good. Got an astrology student in here. I said, this sister here, she's got a book with the sun, moon, and stars all over the book. You know? And you can't buy that unless it's coming up. Even if you're not conscious of it, it's on its way up. Okay, when you buy something of higher knowledge in symbolism, as to whether it's a T-shirt, a pair of socks, it doesn't matter. The knowledge is coming up. Okay? We live not in a civilization, we live in a symbolization. And the more you understand symbolization, the more you'll be able to live civilization. Okay? Okay, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. Is that right? Did I leave something out? Let's see, 10, 20, 30. Okay. Because I tend to leave something out right about here. Okay. Now where did I put the, okay. I put Aquarius, I mean Leo way over there. It's supposed to be like down here. That's a terrible line of polarity there. Okay, we already got Cancer. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The 12 sons of Jacob, who became the 12 sons of Israel. Isis, Ra, God. Female, male, God. Mother, father, God. Of the 12 sons of Israel. Divine beings is the transformation of the sons of Jacob into the sons of Israel. Hebrew, we dealt with that last week. If you want to know what Hebrew is, you have to buy the tape. Let me sell a little stuff here for the store. Any questions? How much time we got on the tape there, my brother?
40 minutes.
40 minutes? Good. Okay. No questions?
No questions?
No questions. My goodness. Y'all that heavy? It doesn't matter. You can come up with a question. Bring questions to a classroom. Bring them with you. You come into cycles where you're supposed to get answers, particularly if it's a 7 cycle, 3, and a 5 cycle. Okay, that's in your chart. Your names have more knowledge than most books that you buy, waiting on you to discover the meaning of your own name, the calculation of your own birth date or data, and the powers, talents, and abilities that you came here with. And all of you came here with something, every one of you. Have not been neglected by the universe. Okay? Brothers get into picking and choosing their God concepts. But we come out of a spiritual universe. That's the universe you're trying to get in harmony with. Not the planets, the energy. That's harmony. You're not trying to get in alignment with the zodiac. There's a spiritual zodiac. There's a spiritual zodiac in your solar plexus. 12 neuron centers in your solar plexus that you're trying to get balanced. When they're balanced, they make a square of light. Okay, well, we're going to talk a little bit about the other part of the search for self and self-knowledge. It is called meditation. And in most metaphysical churches, they have you meditating with an affirmation, or they have you sitting there listening to music, or listening to someone telling you to be still and be quiet and calm down. And every time you get settled into something, you hear somebody's voice and it takes you right out of it, so you know you're not meditating. And in fact, you really can't really meditate in a class or in a church because you're not there long enough. You know? But you can get some orientation to what meditation is about. There are two aspects to this spiritual practice. One is spiritual techniques and applying the technique. The metaphysical school uses thought as the primary technique, you know, in terms of affirmative thought as the science of prayer, to take a thought and keep affirming it until your consciousness is moved by that thought, where you don't change the mind of God, you change your mind, which is having the problems. God does not have any problem. So we need to shift our attention by whatever thought thing we desire. The key word to manifestation is desire, not need. All of your needs are inside. All of your desires are outside. We bring these desires inside, and in our confusion, misrepresent them as needs. I need me a man, Mr. Sister. Well, okay. I got to have me a car, brother. I need it. At that point, it becomes a need in his psychology and in his chemistry. But the truth of your matter, substance, is that you came with everything you need to unfold as God. You already got it. The addition to that is the power to become the son of God. So we find ourselves hacking our way through our multitudinous desires, all the stuff we want. That's where the confusion gets in meditation. Particularly when you go home to meditate, and you're sitting there, the kids going to school, husband going to work, you're sitting there. And just as something was about to happen, subconscious gets busy. Something burning on the stove. Is there somebody at the door? Or somehow, you know, this is really interesting because everybody I've met who's meditated had this. Ring! Girl, what you doing? I just thought I'd call you. Right in the middle of your meditation, you know. So what you do ahead of time is take the phone off the hook, you know. Understand something. The subconscious is designed to fix you down here so you can live a physical life. When you start talking about going up and at them, the ego get busy. So, oh shit, I'm getting ready to die. And let me shortcut that. Or you know, close your eyes and subconsciously hand you wolves, monsters. First time I meditated, I had no idea what I was doing. And my subconscious thing, a little door opened, about that much, real slow, real slow, real slow. And my subconscious saying, there's a demon behind it. Werewolves, you know, to get me out of the posture, you know. I didn't know that at the time, you know. But the subconscious is going to try to get you out of there, you know, and don't think it ain't. And some of you might have already had the experience. The first step introduced to the practice of the silence is correct breathing. Circular breathing, it's called. Either way. Nasal, mouth, nasal, mouth. Nasal, mouth, or mouth, nasal, mouth, nasal. It regulates your energy. It synchronizes your energy, and it changes your rhythm. Okay? Because the whole body breathes. And as you regulate your breathing, as you control your breathing, you control your energy. You control your thoughts. You control your passions. Your emotions are controlled by your breathing. So before somebody make you mad, who happens to be your master, of course, at that time, doesn't matter if it's that big, or that big, or that big. Anybody who controls your feelings, your passions, your emotions, that person, thing, object, or child is your master. You change or correct or catch your breath. You know, and we do it naturally anyway. We get, you know, before we go off. Okay. The thing is to move it. Don't hold it. That's what causes explosions when you know, that's fighting stance. You know, and we're not supposed to fight our children. And we find out, we think we're disciplining them, we're fighting them. Relax, let it out. You know, if you take the energy out of the picture, then the picture won't move you. If there's energy attached to the picture, I'll slap the cowboy. You know, the picture come up there, and the energy's there. You go to slap the cowboy mess out of whomever. You know, okay. That's all picture emotions. Take the energy out, and the picture simply becomes a page in a book. That's all, with no passion. Whatever comes to mind when you're breathing. As you breathe, what you'll note as you take a deep breath in, inhalation, you will correct the posture of your vertebrae. When you bring your attention between your eyebrows, you automatically start all of your energy moving up. All of it starts moving up. That's the work of your technique, is to get all of your energy flowing, all of your fluids, blood, saliva, everything moving up. Your prana, especially, the etheric energy moving up. Okay? The light expanding up. Okay? The work is towards the Father in heaven, the crown of your head. Okay? The other technique, you do that when as many times as you want. I mean, I used to say do 3, 3, 3, but that's do as many times as you want. With the nasal breathing of Luna Suna, left nostril, Luna, cool air, Luna, moon, hot air, Suna, sun. You can't do probably any more than about 12. You know, after about 6, you start pulling in pure prana, and you feel some, like it's getting ready to cut your nasal passages in half. That's how sharp the energy gets to be. Okay, if you want an experience, just do 6 of them, left, 6 right. You can tell the difference. If you're clogged up in here, pull up 6. You know, it'll open up. You're pulling up prana, electricity, not just air. The prana is in the electricity. The prana is in the air, rather, which is electrical energy. Electrical intelligent energy. When you bang your head against something, or when you get partially dizzy, those little light crystal spots you see, that's prana. That's the energy around your head, vibrating around your head. That's all it is. Okay? Okay. So you do 6, what I recommend is 3, 3, 6, 6, 12, 12, 24, 24. If you can get past 12, you're really doing well. But if you want to wake up in the morning, that's what you want to do. That'll wake you up. I got to get to work. I can't lay back down in this bed. I get to breathing. Okay, you wake this up. Whatever you take through your nostrils goes to your brain. Okay, that's why you use incense to perfume your air, so that the brain is seduced by the incense, the odor. Okay, you can't meditate when stuff is funky in the house. Okay, you can't do it. So you perfume your environment. The lighting of candles helps to burn out energies, dead energies in the room. Okay, it all has spiritual purposes. I mean, they tried to hand it all to the witches and the warlocks and stuff, but it has spiritual purposes. The techniques we've already dealt with is chanting the Om. We've may do 3 or 6. That's introduction. When you chant, you're talking about 15, 20, 30, 60 minutes of chanting. Then you'll know what Om is all about. Okay? Then you feel Om. We've chanted the I Am, which is Om in English. Okay? It'll wake you up if you chant it with the raising of the rhythm and the octaves. I am that 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 I am. Okay? Will wake you up. Yeah. But if you want to go to sleep, I am peace. Relax. Relax. Stretch it out. You stretch your energies out, pretty soon you're on your way out. You know, in order to sit up, you've got to tense up. That's the only way you can get up out of the bed. If you can't picture yourself tensing up, getting up, you can't get up out of the bed. That's what that psychology is in between twilight and daylight thing. You know, you laying there, you know you ain't asleep, and you know you ain't awake. Okay. And if you suggest, as I did in my junior year of college, I can't move. You lock in. And that's exactly what I did, and I could not move. That was self-hypnosis. Okay? Self-hypnosis and affirmative prayer are not the same thing. You induce the mind to believe something that it cannot do or should not do. With affirmation, you claim, declare, and decree that which the soul can do. Okay? The soul can be happy, be prosperous, be healthy, be wise, be loving. Those are all the qualities of the soul itself. That's affirmative prayer. Hypnosis is a suggestion. Affirmative prayer is a decreeing of what is true about your nature. That's the difference. Okay? We're supposed to go to the next level of the Tao. But I think I'll leave that alone. Maybe we'll do it next week. We use affirmative proclamations. We'll do 2 of those. And we're going to focus between the eyebrows. This is where the yogi is trying to get, between the eyebrows. This is called the spiritual sky, which is a wondrously beautiful royal sky blue, bluer than the sky out there. Actually, that's where everybody's trying to get, except Christians want to get to the light first. Give me the light, give me the light. You know. And that's fine. You know, that's fine. Yeah, go ahead. But relax. Okay, we need to practice the ancient art of relaxation and let the world rush past us because we have our own rhythm. Finding your own rhythm is the major key to spiritualization. In your time, which becomes in the Lord's time, okay, and then you don't get disappointed, you know. You pray for something on Sunday and it's not there Monday, don't be disappointed. Maybe it ain't supposed to be there Monday. Okay. Maybe something else is. That something else could be just an idea. You know? Remember, the universe works with ideas. not things. We work with things. Your spirit, divine mind, will give you the idea where the thing is and how to get it. Okay? Okay? I work with sound, and so does the church, except the church sings all its sounds. But we're talking about establishing a rhythm that affects the spiritual chakras, the body inside the physical, and also affects your glands, the nerve centers in the body, to respond to vibration that cleanses them, knocks off samskar, which is the problem of what we keep trying to call, or Christians keep calling, sin, and Muslims as well, so that you get cleansed. Okay? Samskar is astral, mental energy dirt that kills us. It so compacts itself on the brain and nerve centers, it looks like little dabs of black tar. I'm not talking what I read in the book, I'm talking what I've seen in the spirit. Meditation and sacred music, that's what you're hearing. Secret music, that's what sacred means. Loosens this stuff off your spiritual centers and your nerve centers and your glands so that you can, quote, breathe. Place your hand, place everything out of your lap. You can't meditate, hold on to your purse. I promise I won't snatch it. If you turn your hands up, you won't grab or grip. That's one of the reasons you turn your hands up. You don't have to hold your hands up to God. God already knows you want something when you come in here or when you go in search of. But it allows you to relax. If your feet are flat on the ground, then you don't have to worry about your sense of posture and balance. Let's start out by breathing so we get this feeling of correcting our posture. It's very simple. Don't tense up. If you breathe through your mouth, I use a pinhole like that. It allows a stream of air and oxygen to come in like this. And your vertebrae just corrects itself, just as natural. You know, okay? Okay, let's breathe in 3 times. Now hold your posture. Bring your attention between your eyebrows. Your attention first, your eyes should follow. That's the point of concentration. The next step from meditate is to concentrate. From concentrate to contemplate to experience. That's the process. It always doesn't happen at once, but it eventually happens if you practice. Bring your attention to your heart center, the heart chakra. And there you're to imagine a beautiful red or pink or white rose. Place that rose in the center of your chest. Get a good picture of it as best you can. And see the rose unfolding. See the rose expanding, getting bigger and bigger as it unfolds. Feel the presence of that rose. A rose feels like love. And love feels the way a rose smells. Smell the rose and feel the rose. Feel it opening your heart chakra by your will, by your willingness to open your heart center to perfect love. Divine love opens the heart chakra. Beautiful red rose. And that's the way love feels, the way a rose smells, opens your heart center. Love is power. Love is perfect. Love will set you free. Perfect love. God and I all one together. God and I all one again. God and I all one again. God and I all one. Feel your own energy, your own spirit. G-O-D, generator, operator, destroyer. Again, I am G-O-D, generator, operator, destroyer. Again, I am G-O-D, generator, operator, destroyer. Again, I am G-O-D, generator, operator, destroyer. Filled with the presence of a golden light, raised to the level of a godly height. I am filled with the presence of a golden light, raised to a level of a godly height. Together. I am filled with the presence of a golden light, raised to a level of a godly height. I am filled with the presence of a golden light, raised to the level of a godly height. I am filled with the presence of a golden light, raised to the level of a godly height. Be still and know, I am God. Peace. Be still and know, I am God. Together. Peace. Be still and know, I am God. Again. Peace. Be still and know, I am God. Again, peace. Be still and know, I am God. I prosper in all that I do, think, and speak. I prosper in all that I do, think, and speak. Together. I prosper in all that I do, think, and speak. Again. I prosper in all that I do, think, and speak. Again. I prosper in all that I do, think, and speak. Again, I prosper in all that I do, think, and speak. Love, peace, and power. And so it is. Together, love, peace, and power. And so it is. Okay, Morris. Thank you for coming to another session. Let me pass my little donation basket here. I'm at the mercy of the generosity of your hearts. If anyone is interested, I do numerology charts, and you get a 2-hour tape, which is 28 aspects of your name and birth date, about your powers, abilities, and talents, the cycle that you're in now, the rhythm of that cycle on up to the age 48 and onward. Take that and pass it around. And I also give you your lottery numbers so you can win your money back. And it works. Really? It sure does. If you play the numbers, it'll work. I got 2 people had the same number, 519 in their chart, and the number came twice. That was this month. And neither one of them played it.
How much are your numerology?
Oh, $50. Yes, There's a great deal of information coded in your name. You'd be amazed. That corresponds with what you bring back with you. As I mentioned, we always come back with something. We're not empty-handed. We're not helpless. You know, that's somebody else's thinking that we've been buying into. And we know for sure that this era is about power, real power, Not Clinton power and certainly not Dole power, but real power. Okay, thank you very kindly. We're going to try to get to the technological side of this, but I need the same group of people to come, you know, otherwise I have to keep reorienting, because my first commitment is to giving you the introduction of self-knowledge, of Moorish science, then bring you to that functionability where you can look into that science in parts, you know. But if you don't know why you're looking, then it's just fun. But if you know you're in that circle and there's knowledge about who you are, what's happening to you, what's going to happen to you, what you bring back with you, how you are structured to relate to certain groups of people, why you don't seem to be able to relate with some folks, just get on your nerve, you know. That's some of what astrology can tell you.
So do you meet every Sunday?
2 o'clock, yes. Yeah, for it's supposed to be 12 classes, okay, and this is number 4, right, or 3. We missed 1 or 2. Nobody showed up. I'm sitting up here talking to empty chairs, and that don't work. So what we're going to try to do, again, there must be something to this delay, because the brother can't get the books in here, and the people don't seem to be coming back. So I'm expecting the folks to come about the same time the books get here, okay? The book I recommend is the Kybalion. They don't have any copies of it. Yes, Kybalon. It's a Greek translation of the word Kabbalah. It has 12 different meanings. They hid it so well, I think the ones that start hiding it forgot what it means. But it's in reference to the knowledge of the house of God, which is, of course, the body. It's the house of God, okay? The temple of God. It is attributed to our ancient ancestor, Tehute, whom the Greeks call Hermes Trismegistus. And of course, it's published by the Masonic Order under the auspices of the Yogi Society. It's a blue book like these here. Oh, Lord, I'm dropping my money. What does that mean? Money fell again today? One woman had a dream that somebody offered her to loan her some money, and she said she didn't need it, so he threw it out the window. $6, you know. And then she had another dream about dropping some money, and that's what fell, 756, which plays for money. So your dreams are relevant, but you need to find out how to interpret your own dreams. Understand that the Spirit doesn't want you poor. That's not in divine mind. That's in our heads about this not having poverty and I can't afford, all that stuff, that's us. If you tune in with your higher self, it's better give you 3 straight numbers. It's done it to me several times. So there's no reason why I won't do it for you. You know, I'm not trying to make you gamble now. I understand this. I don't talk about gambling. I talk about winning, prosperity, because that's what this game is about. And you can't get out the game. You're going to play the game as long as you're on this planet. That's what this is about, a game, and you're supposed to win it. Okay? And then no ties and no draws down here. You either win or lose.
What was the name of the book, 7 Cosmic?
No, Kybalion is the name of the book. It's about the 7 cosmic laws of the universe. Okay. And the brother, again, promises me Monday that they'll have that one and everything you need to know, the only astrology book you'll ever need, which, of course...
They'll be here tomorrow.
They'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah, they'll be here tomorrow. UPS didn't show up Friday without it.
Yeah, that's what he told me. So when you read this, read your birth sign first, then turn to your opposite sign and read that, okay? If you try to read this from page cover to cover, you're going to get bored. Read about people you're interested in. That's the best way to get and stay in a book when it's about, especially if it's about you. There should be nothing more interesting to you than you. Nothing and nobody, okay? So if you're interested in getting your chart done at any point, you can see me now, or you can call here and leave your name on your birth certificate, and if you know your time of birth, and what day and date you want your appointment on, okay? And I call up here and check with them my telephone is down right now. I call up here like every other day and check see what's up, if you're interested or get interested in it, okay? Okay, look around, browse around. See Freeman L or eel. The more. Yeah, I knew you, man. I'm sitting there. You shaved your mustache off.
Years. Beard and mustache.
Beard and mustache, that's right.
Yeah, I've seen your cards here.
Oh, okay. Good.
My friend Fred.